Emotional family moment inside the Consuelos home leaves fans speechless. Sometimes the most powerful moments don't happen under bright studio lights or in front of cheering audiences. They happen quietly, in kitchens, around dinner tables, in the soft spaces where family life unfolds, far away from cameras and expectations. And recently, one such moment inside the Consuelos household has taken on a life of its own, touching hearts everywhere. For years, fans have adored Mark Consuelos and Kelly Ripa, not just for their talent, humor, and undeniable on-screen chemistry, but for the real love story they've built behind the scenes. They've navigated Hollywood, live television, raising a family, and the constant pressure of public eyes together. From their early soap opera days to co-hosting Live with Kelly&Mark, they've somehow kept their relationship strong, playful, and deeply connected. But even the most loving families have moments when the outside world becomes too loud. And even the strongest couples sometimes need to pause, breathe, and remember what matters most. According to those close to the family, that's exactly what happened recently, during what Kelly lovingly calls a reset night. No cameras, no phones, no schedules, just the five of them. Kelly, Mark, and their kids, Michael, Lola, and Joaquin, sitting together for dinner like any other family. A simple question that changed the room. Midway through dinner, Kelly gently suggested something. Not a game, not a lesson, just a moment of connection. "Let's each say one thing we appreciate about Dad," she said casually. No one expected anything profound. It was just a warm, grounding way to reconnect after a long, exhausting week. But what happened next was something far deeper. The room reportedly grew very still, not uncomfortable, just full. Full of warmth, full of truth. Their daughter, Lola, was the first to speak. She looked at her father, really looked at him, not the TV personality millions wake up to each morning, but the man she has grown up with her entire life. "Dad," she said softly, "you make us feel grounded. You're the calm, even when everything else is crazy." Mark, who is known for making others laugh, for turning even intense moments into light-hearted ones, felt those words land in a way he hadn't expected. For a man who is constantly moving, constantly balancing roles, responsibilities, expectations, being told he is the calm meant everything. Then Joaquin spoke, his voice steady but emotional. "When I get overwhelmed or unsure, you're the one who makes me feel like I can handle things. You always tell me I have what it takes, and I believe it because you say it." Mark's eyes reportedly lowered as he took that in, the kind of pride that isn't loud, but deep. Finally, Michael, the oldest, added his own quiet truth. "You show us what showing up really means." Not because Mark is perfect, not because he never gets tired, but because he's there, again and again. Whether it's 5 a.m. wake-ups for the show, rehearsals, appearances, or cross-country travel, he returns home fully present. It was in that moment that Kelly went silent, not because she was sad, not because she was overwhelmed in a painful way, but because she was witnessing confirmation of something she has always known, but rarely says aloud. Mark is their anchor, not the celebrity, not the co-host, not the guy cracking jokes on camera, just Dad. The center, the steadying presence that makes the world feel safe. A rare glimpse into their real marriage. Fans often admire Kelly and Mark for their chemistry, playful and loving, even decades later. But what this moment reveals is something deeper than jokes, flirting, and television banter. It reveals partnership. long-term, steady, weather-every-storm partnership. The kind that isn't glamorous, the kind that doesn't trend, the kind that is built meal by meal, conversation by conversation, season by season. A family friend put it simply: they've been through everything together: fame, kids, careers, transitions, and somehow they never stopped choosing each other. Why this moment matters so much. In a world where celebrities are often seen as distant or curated, this moment did the opposite. It humanized them. It showed that behind the laughter on television, behind the polished interviews, behind the perfect Instagram posts, there is a family doing its best just like everyone else. There are parents trying to raise good humans. There are children learning to express love. There are quiet victories happening where no one is looking. And sometimes the most meaningful validation isn't applause from millions, but a few heartfelt words from the people who see you up close. Love is built at home. Kelly reportedly wiped her eyes as she listened, and not because she didn't already know these things, but because hearing them said aloud, unprompted, without cameras or audiences, made it real in a way fame never could. Because careers change, shows end, spotlights fade, but the love built at home, that stays. That's the real legacy Mark and Kelly are creating. Not ratings, not headlines, but a family that feels safe, supported, and deeply loved. So what do you think of this emotional Consuelo's family moment? Did it touch you the way it's touched fans around the world? Share your thoughts below. And if you'd like more heartfelt stories from behind the celebrity spotlight, stay tuned. There's always more than what the cameras show.